Hello, Melissa here. Aspergers and autism discussions here. I'm here to talk about why people with autism and Aspergers, why we have trouble with small changes. If, for an example, we worked in a pizza place and whatever is, let's say you have to read a list of what to say on the wall to a customer while doing a phone order. If there is a small change, be sure to tell your supervisor, manager, assistant, or just regular manager that anytime there is a small change, be sure to notify them so that way they could go over whatever the change is and that way they could show you how whatever this change is about. That way you don't have to, the mistakes are not put on the supervisor, manager, or even the company that you work at. For an example, if you were to say extra chicken boneless chickens along with a size of pizza for extra $29.99, if you need help bringing that up, be sure to have your supervisor or manager go over it for you on how to pick it up from the computer. That way you could do it correctly with the customer, and that way the customer doesn't get frustrated and call back and have a complaint or screw up the order and then having to redo it or asking for a refund or taking whatever percentage off to make up for it. And some people do have trouble seeking out help for fear of having their heads bitten off, because sometimes not only is it yelling, but sometimes a stern or even assertive tone can be defensive for some people with Asperger's and autism, and we could take it as if we're having our heads ripped off, and that's why we have trouble opening up to some people, just because of that fear. So as annoying as it is to ask on what to do regarding a simple direction, it may be simple to you, but it takes time for us. Sometimes one little thing could throw us off to where we don't know what to do, and if we don't know what to do, we can get overwhelmed, and too much information can be backed up into our heads so much that it causes us to stress. And if we stress, we shut down by either getting quiet, walking away, or pretending to know what's going on, or even breaking down and having a meltdown. So be sure to show some grace and have some patience. Even if you are very stressed out and frustrated and fed up, have some patience and show us physically, and that way we'll get it mentally and physically and emotionally, so that way our mistakes won't be an effect on not only ourselves, but once again the company or the supervisors and managers. Show us until we could physically get it. We just need to train ourselves to seek out help. Even if we have had our head bitten off, it could be difficult for some people to overcome that fear. I still have that fear myself too. And even though some situations are moderate stress or even small stress, it could be extreme to us. So sometimes a little detail by little detail, it can go through and get past the brick, which is, the brick is in autism or Asperger's. It could be great, but we're better off having one little detail at a time. Not so much details at once, or it could cause us to stress and shut down. So be sure to show some grace, show some compassion. As annoying as it may be sure to do it for not only the best of ourselves, but for you and the company as well. This could be for siblings or even parents that have sadly a short fuse and have a lot of impatience when it comes to following a direction, how to do a certain chore a certain way. If we don't get it, don't get upset, don't raise your voice with us, or don't say things to put us down. Help us. It not only will help us, but it will help yourself too. So that's the reason why I'm talking about why small changes are hard on us sometimes. Yeah, just show some patience, show some grace, and it'll be the best for everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for observing and listening. And I'll see you next time in another video. Alright, have a great night. Okay, bye.